Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Denise, and today I'm going to paint the bigger pieces of our inspiration blocks here, because I loved this color palette so much that I just thought might like it bigger. Might as well go ahead and paint a little more today, because this has been a fantastic paint day, and we'll hope that this next set comes out just as good. It may or may not, I don't know. Sometimes when you try to do something again, it doesn't turn out as good, but we're just gonna see. I've still got all these colors and supplies out. I want to use this as my inspiration for this piece, so I'm gonna kind of set it up over here behind me so I can still see. I've got the Masha's watercolors and that color card that we started with from Color Cube Volume 1 by Sarah Renee Clark. So if you didn't see the little mini painting one, you could go back and watch that. It's on my channel. This card number 93, and I'm going to use the Masha's watercolors, the same ones that I used in that piece there, which was basically here's all the 20-piece set that I've got. This is a Masha's, my favorites from the Masha's watercolors that she let me pick out. Sometimes she carries this Denise Love set, and sometimes she doesn't. So get a sampler set, or you can pick out the individual colors, but I'm going to go with the Tiger Eye, this color here, and the orange, which is the flame, and then the peach for these colors right in here. And then I liked this tree bark for that gray, even though it's darker, it still worked good. And I like this really bright blue for that blue, which was Ocean Wave. So that's the colors I'm using to start with. So we're going to paint a watercolor base, and then we will come back with some mark making and some stenciling. So maybe I'll use a bigger brush. This is number 4 Princeton Neptune Quill, and these ought to still be mostly activated because I just did that set and thought I need to keep on painting. So I'm just gonna fill the page with color on both of these, and this is the Bao Hong paper, the Academy 10 by 15 size. I like it because it's cotton paper, and I've actually really enjoyed using this pad of paper, and I like the big size, that 10 by 15, because it's only like, when I bought those, it was about $26 for 20 pages, which is way cheaper than most of them. That 9 by 12 Hanamule paper that I like so much runs, when I first bought several pads, it ran about $17 for a pad of 12, but now that price has gone up to, like, I want to say $20 or $22 the last time I looked here. So price is going up on that, and it may continue to go up. So for the price, this Bao Hong, which I think is a nicer quality student grade paper, I love it. So it's actually super good price for being considered like a student grade. I like it. And then I just cut it in half so I don't have to cut it later. And then I taped it in, almost like just extra big taped sections, because I want a big white frame around it when I'm done. Just thought that might be fun. No reason really. Alright, so just gonna start off. I'm trying to do it in my mind, because those are fresh. I'm trying to do it in the same order basically that I did the smaller ones, kind of just to kind of keep it going, because I was super inspired by those. They look like a delightful piece of fabric, or maybe that we're at the carnival. They're very vivid and rich colors, and I just loved it. And I thought, ooh, that'd be pretty with some bigger pieces, and I could frame them. I could put them in my art journal. I could use them as a cover of a art thing. I mean, so many things that we could do with lovely pieces like this. You could sell them, obviously, which that's not really my goal with art. So it's more I paint for the joy of painting and for coming to hang out with you guys. I love hanging with you guys and having a reason to show up for my art practice. You guys help me show up. Okay, let's pull this blue that I liked so much. And that blue just adds like a little spark of delight and surprise in there. Even though I used very little of it, it still like shines through pretty significantly on these pieces. It's beautiful. Should have left a little more space for that blue, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all about the serendipitous nature of what can we get. And I like doing more than one at a time, because then if I mess up on one, then there's always another one that maybe was perfect. One could be your test page, and the other one could be your, oh yeah, I got it down, let's go ahead and add it to this page kind of technique. I like doing that a lot. Alright, so now we got our colors in here. I'm going to let this dry, and I'll be right back. Alright, these are dry. I've got the same stencils that I had on that little set. I've got this Crafter's Workshop Thick Thin Writing. I've got the Tim Holtz triangle one here that I love, THS016. And I got the Tim Holtz little X's one, THS099. I got the Halftone Circles by Tim Holtz, which THS144. This one, I love that one. And then I've got this damask one, THS026, that I love, and a random damask one from Amazon that I don't know what that was. I'll try to find it. If I find it, I'll link it, but I've had it a long time. It may not be available anymore. But I'm going to try to kind of go in the order that I just did, because that's the way I did the original ones. And I'm trying to duplicate that, and I don't remember what I did on each layer, and because those videos are still in this camera, because I was so inspired I wanted to keep painting today, I'm just going to guess what colors I used and just get close. I've still got my little samples over here. I've got my samples I'm looking at. Yes, yes, yes. That was a good one, good choice. It's just about putting things in the layers. In the end, we probably don't even see this, but it is about the layers that we build up that make a piece so interesting. So there we go. I like it. And when I'm trying to go from a little bitty piece I'm inspired by to something bigger, I just try to spread it out a little bit. There's no perfect, easy way to do all that. I think I did this in the orange. I might not have done that. That letter might have been red. I don't remember now. But I'm going to do this in maybe some orange and some white. Did I do this in the orange? I don't remember. We can all go back and look at the video later and be like, no, you did not. But it is what it is. We're just playing and adding in some layers and being inspired. Okay, I do actually really like that. And less paint on your stencil, your ink blending brush is better. That's how you get the better stenciling. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, good job. Okay, and then with this one, still using the same brush, I believe I went in with some yellow. Let's do the yellow, maybe mixed with the white. So I'm trying to, let's see if I can scoot this over. Trying to just pick these up off of my disposable palette paper and maybe do a little bit of mixing on there while we're doing it. This might have been with even some blue in it. Let's do that with some blue in it. And get a little ombre mix of color, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes! Yes, that's what I wanted. I'm kind of tapping instead of scrubbing in case I got too much paint on here, because that tends to be, okay, I love that. That tends to be my little MO. Too much paint to start with until we rub some of that paint off, and then it gets better. So let's just start off tapping. Okay. Okay, these are good. I'm liking it. We're getting there. Good job. Okay, I like that. Then we got some halftone circles. What did we do these in? Might have done these in those same colors, but let's think, what do we want to do them in? Do we want to keep on with what we're doing? Maybe with a little bit of yellow and the white and no blue, maybe more white. And I'm just kind of picking that up here on my palette paper there. I mean, I might even want like, I'm thinking here. Okay, let's just see what we get. Oh, haha, it does show up. Okay, shows up more on this one than it did on our original pieces, but I'm good with that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, good job. Okay, I like that. Okay, that was a good choice. All right, okay, good choice. Good choice. All right, now we're over here to this one, which we did in the red. I still got some paint out. I'm hoping the paint that I have out will still work for us. And I'm still just kind of using the same brush. And I did some of this in the red. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. Dudes, now I'm feeling good about this one. Ooh, that's pretty, pretty. Okay, I feel good about that. And then we had some gold. And I'm almost feeling like, let's grab a different brush, but I'm almost feeling like I might even need to pull out a clean piece of paper, but let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. This is the golden iridescent gold deep fine. This was green, blue deep, yellow oxide, red deep, and orange deep in those Blick matte acrylic paints. I like them because they're they're like an upper grade student line. So they're better than a craft paint, but they're not as expensive as art paint. I got the white, and then I've got this gold that I was using. And I like that gold. It's like my second favorite gold, some of these golden ones. So let's just go first with the gold. A little bit of that paint off. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna tap it on, trying not to be too super heavy-handed. Now that we've got this far and it's looking amazing. Okay, and I was kind of coming over from the side. I didn't want it a square. Let's see what that did. Kind of sunk in a little bit, but it is pretty, but it's not as vivid. You know what? I think the problem is I used the Kuretake on that, didn't I? Oh no! I need the Kuretake one. All right, let's get a little extra paper here. I did it with the Kuretake. All right, we're gonna try to line that up again. Kuretake is a prettier, more vivid gold. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, we're right here. Oh, look at that. Got it right. Okay, so we're going to have to go back on with the Kuretake Gold Mica paste. It is the most vibrant, prettiest gold in all my golds. And I believe that's what we did over there. All right, so let's try again. It was not standing out very much. It sank right in. All right, let's see. Oh, totally stands out way better. Oh my gosh, big difference there. Big difference, yes, big difference. All right, let's try up here. And then come, oh yeah, see? That's a huge difference. Unfortunately, some of the golds or paints just sink right in. And even though I like them on a lot of projects, they just don't do the same as this one. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I like it. I almost wonder, here. I almost want a little more in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not getting right there. I want a little more right there. Oh, yeah, okay. Whoa, look how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. Okay, I almost feel like I need a tiny bit. I got that little bit coming here and this coming through here. I almost want a tiny bit coming in on the edges on this other side. So let's put a little tiny bit more paint out. And just pull maybe an edge in over here. Oh yeah. And an edge right there. Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe a tiny bit more. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. What? Look how pretty these are. Okay, now let me set this out of the way before I stick my hand in it. Now we did some gold and orange dots. So, where did I put that gold acrylic? There we go. I had the gold acrylic, Copic acrylic, and I had the orange. So what I did was put some little gold dots into the design just as some extra lovely decorations. Okay, and then I did some orange dots, which I kind of was like, should I do orange dots? Should I not do orange dots? And then that kind of gave it that little pop of wow. So the orange dots are definitely a go, especially on top of the blue. It looked so good. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. All right, let's peel the tape and see what we got. And we can kind of look at it compared to our inspiration piece. I think we made those larger really nicely. What do you think of that? Can't wait. Okay, oh my goodness. All right, cross our fingers. And I really love the Bao Hong paper for peeling tape because my tape doesn't even tear. Oh, I went a tiny bit under. I went a tiny bit under right there too. Oh, that's okay. Look how good this looks. Look at that one. Oh my gosh, look at that one. What? What? Oh my gosh, these look so good. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, this was a great day. And they did exactly as I wanted in going a little bit larger from the smaller pieces. I'm glad I did this while I still had all of the supplies out and I had the idea fresh in my mind. Totally worth hanging out and painting a little longer. See how cool that is with the great big fat border? And if you're super careful and don't get a little on the outside, you'll get that. And if you get a little on the outside, you can always come back with a little white paint and paint it. Or you could mat it in, doesn't matter. Mine's not for anybody but me. Look, oh my gosh, look how amazing. And now we can turn it and see the little bit of gold that we got in there and the different layers. Oh, I love it. And then we got this one. Oh, I love these both so much. This was a great day. All right, hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today and going a little bit larger from our small sampler pieces. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. So hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and I'll see you guys later.